Hey guys, it's Amy at Zoe Beck, and I'm gonna do a library book sale haul. As I told you at my last book sale haul earlier this month, I knew there was a second one coming up, and it happened. And then I told myself, okay, I'm just gonna go in. I didn't even take a bag with me. I was like, okay, I can only get a couple. I've bought so many books recently. I have so many things I want to read already. There's no point to go look for more books. Who am I kidding? That's never going to happen. Anyway, the point is, I walked out with 7 books. I thought that was pretty good for me. I usually buy a lot more than that, so I thought I did pretty good. So this book sale isn't as cheap as the other one, so I was much more choosy on certain things that I picked. I still picked some things that I'm like, well, maybe I shouldn't have bought that, but it's still, I bought it, and I'm home now, so yeah, well, whatever. So, anyway, I'm just gonna go through them, and, well, so I don't have to do it with my regular book haul thing. That's why I still split up the library hauls, because they're just, because again, they're different, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, so the first book I picked up was David Mitchell's The Bone Clocks. Now, I've read part of Cloud Atlas. I've not actually finished it. I think I started it and then something happened and I forgot to finish it. I don't know. I've had it a book for years. I think I got it when it came out. But I did read a couple of his older ones. From the library many years ago, like Ghost Written, I think is the first one, or something like that. I think, yeah, Ghost Written, and I really enjoyed it. So I do want to read more of him. I've seen so many people talk about this and the Slade House, and I want to read these as well as go back and finish Cloud Atlas. So I don't know why I got it, except that it was a pretty good price. And I saw James Chatham has been reading this, and so I keep, every time he says he's still reading it, I go, oh, I need to read that. Oh, I need to read. Anyway, so I got a copy. Oh well. Then I picked up a classic, Slaughterhouse-Five by Kurt Vonnegut. I've actually never read anything from him, and I've been hearing a lot recently about some of his other books, but I want to start with Slaughterhouse-Five. It's always been one on my list of, like, it's been on my Goodreads to read list for since I started that account. And I keep saying, I'm going to read this. It was just one of those classics and one of those authors I've never had to read for a class. Through high school, college, I just never happened. And I never had anybody pushing me to, hey, you have to read this. So I picked up this kind of funky little copy. It's a 25th anniversary copy. I don't know, but it's a small copy. So that I can finally read this and say I've read it. So, or at least read one of his. Because I know, like, I've been hearing recently, somebody was talking about Cat's Cradle. Oh, someone was just, is that the one that, Winx, or is it you the one that's reading that right now? Somebody's reading some Vonnegut, and that was making me think of that too. So I will put her channel down below as well. I'm pretty sure that she's the one who's reading it for something. On one of her vlogs, I think I saw that. So I'm like, again, I picked that up. I couldn't find Cat's Cradle, but I found that one. So then I bought a book that I already own, but I bought this for to test. I tried to read back in June and July with a couple other YouTubers doing War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy, and I failed miserably because I'm not very good at reading something a little bit every day. Like, I just don't do that. I usually read my books straight through, or I stop like in the middle of them and then read something else and then come back and finish them. You know, like I don't do a lot of reading 2 books at once unless it's an audiobook and a physical book or a ebook. You know, it's like, it has to be a different type, I guess. I don't know. So anyway, so I failed reading War and Peace. I think looks like I got to about page 51, and that was about all I got to. So the thing is that I really do want to read that this winter. I'm at least going to try it one more time. Oh, maybe I'll try it multiple times. I don't know. Well, we're going to try it again. Anyway, that's my goal, is to try that. But I've been seeing some videos on and off here of, you know, the translations might be the problem, because I had the one by Constance Garnett. So, and I heard that this might not be as accessible as maybe this one, which is by Richard Pivar and Larissa, oh boy, Kolokonski. I don't know if you can see that anyway. But anyway, I found this at the library sale, and it, you know, as I said, it was $5, so it was a little bit more expensive than every other book here that I bought. But from some of the passages I'd heard, the differences, this might work better for me. So I got a second copy, which seems kind of odd, but they're both used copies. They're both ones I could sell or give someone the other copy once I figure out which translation I want to read. But I do want, this is one of those classics I do want to read, and I just haven't found a way to do that. So I thought that was the way to do it. Anyway, I don't know. Maybe I was crazy. What do you guys think? Have you guys, when you did you guys read the War and Peace read along, or have read it before? What do you think on the translators? I don't know. I just thought it was a way to do that. Okay. And then I picked up a couple of graphic novels, some Star Wars omnibuses from X-Wing Rogue Squadron. Now, I was at the age when they released, they started doing the Star Wars world, and they had or the universe, where they started printing all those books, and I bought, like, I had dozens of them, and I also have a lot of comics somewhere in some box in my closet, I think. And I do have some X-Wing Rogue Squadron ones. So I don't actually know if these are the same ones as I already have, but they're volume 1 and 2. I don't know how many volumes there actually are supposed to be, but I got 2 of them, and Rogue Squadron was always my favorite. Those are actually the Star Wars books that are still on my shelf. I got rid of a whole bunch of them that I didn't, that I don't think I'll ever reread again, except I love the Rogue Squadron ones. I have to say, Wedge is one of my favorite characters. Always was. I don't know, there's something about that side character. He was just one of those ones I always was intrigued about, and I liked that the X-Wing books, those cycle that talked a lot about him and stuff. And so, anyway, I bought some Star Wars comics. So for the next kind of readathon that I need some graphic novels, I can read those. And then I picked up a book that I haven't read the first book to. So this is Rich People Problems, which is the sequel to Crazy Rich Asians, which I bought just a couple months ago, and I really want to read it, and it's actually something I want to pick up soon. But I saw it, and it was really cheap, and I thought, well, then I have the second book already to go, and I've heard they're really good, so maybe that wasn't the greatest buy. But again, as I said, library sales, I'm more amped to pick up a second or third book by the same author that I haven't tried yet. It's a problem of mine. And then, so this book I bought, and it's because I really, really enjoyed it, and I have it only on Kindle. And I just thought, oh, I want a physical copy so I can go back and read it again. And that is 6 Wakes by Mura Lafferty. I enjoyed this space drama of the mystery and the kind of Agatha Christie one room kind of, or closed room kind of mystery, but in space. I really enjoyed this. It did surprise me all the way through. And again, I really recommend that for a sci-fi read. It was just really, really accessible, and it was really good. So I bought a copy because, as I said, I have it on my Kindle, and that's great, but this is actually one I want on my shelf that I can pull down and just read, and then I can flip through the parts that I want to reread and stuff. I don't know. Sometimes I like to do that. And, you know, if I like a Kindle book that well, then I'll go get a physical copy as well sometimes. Not often, but this one deserved one. So that was my library book haul. That is the last one until April. That doesn't mean that's my last book haul, of course, because I have books waiting to talk about for October that I've already bought. But again, I said the book sales are, they're two different library systems, and they're both a couple weeks apart usually, and in April and in October. So I have fun. Anyway, so hey, have you guys read any of these books? Anything you think I should focus on? Anything about that War and Peace translation? Is there that big a difference? It just seems like I keep hearing people say it is, and I'm kind of curious to see how that goes. And do you guys buy books that that you like read on like Kindle or audio, have listened to, and then decide to get a physical book to put on yourself? So, okay, I will see you guys later. Bye.